welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Tanya, and thank you all so much for joining in and watching this video. This video shout out goes to Tyra Hudson. Tyra, it is so overdue, like OMG overdue. I am so sorry. It has taken me so long to give you a shout out. You've been at like the top of my list for so long to give a shout out to, but I've been like trying to juggle in, you know, new fawns with like my OG fawns, and you're an OG fawn, and so, you know, we have had so much back and forth, and you've been with me for so long now. So it's just so hard trying to balance out the shout outs, and I hope that you know how much I love you, and that the only reason why you haven't had a shout out sooner is because of just trying to balance out shout outs. Like, there's just no particular order. I want to make everybody feel as special as I can, and I still have to catch up on comments. I had a concussion. I was supposed to go to BeautyCon in New York this past weekend, and I couldn't go. So many things happened that actually stopped me from going. It wasn't just hitting my head and getting a concussion. There were multiple things that lined up, like my air conditioning unit just failed, and we had 86 degrees in Michigan, well, in my area where I am, and I couldn't leave my dogs unattended because one of them is on medication for thyroid, and he takes Xanax and amitriptyline, and then he needs to be in like syringed water because he protests food and water when I'm gone, and he needs IVs from the vet, and then for it to be trapped in like a heat box without air conditioning and without mama home because Romeo stresses out so badly, and we couldn't get an emergency service done in time for me to go. And then I hit my head and I had a concussion, and it was just, there were so many things that happened. The babysitter that was supposed to come had major health issues happen to her, and it was like, I'm telling you, it is insane. Wouldn't be a video. Kurt just came home. But I'm finally feeling better. I have not recorded the last couple of days because of my concussion and my migraine. So when I had initially said I'd be MIA for a few days from recording, I was supposed to be just out of town, not MIA from recording because of a concussion, but I'm back at it, so here we are, and this is the longest intro ever, and I veered away from Tyra. So Tyra, thank you so much for always being so loving, so generous on my channel, always commenting. You're boosting my channel so much and helping it grow, helping it pop up on the recommended like videos on other people, because I'm finally reaching that point now where I'm starting to pop up on the recommended side of YouTube, and it is really hard to get to that point, and you are one of the most active commenters, and I know there's quite a handful of you guys, so I'm not like taking away from the other fawns that are very active, but I just want you to know that you have contributed to that amazing step, because that is a milestone to reach in YouTube, to start being able to pop up on the recommended, and that has gotten me a few more subscribers, and it's helping our community grow, and I'm getting more and more loving fawns because of you and everybody who's commenting, and you are just amazing. You brighten my days. You can tell when I'm not feeling well in a video, so you know me so well, and it just means the world to me that you can even pick up on little details like that, and I think it's wonderful, and I love you for it, and I hope that you know that. So The purpose of this video is because another fawn requested that I put to the test the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. And I have actually, this has been one of my favorites for so long now. And I actually have a couple other drugstore foundations that have almost replaced this as being one of my favorite drugstore foundations, because this one, it is full coverage, it blends out beautifully, and it wears beautifully. But as the day goes on, you do start feeling it. It gets a little bit heavier. It does start to get a little bit settling into the fine lines and your pores, but it's only an $11 foundation, so it's still a really great price point. And so I think it's phenomenal, and for full coverage it does the job. I have filmed in this so many times and I love it for filming especially. And if you're having like a 4-hour day, or if you're younger so you don't have to worry about wrinkles or things like that, it really is an awesome foundation. So I'm gonna put it on and show you how it applies. The only downside right now is that I've always mixed shade 3 and 4, and right now I only have shade number 4, medium beige, which is gonna be way too dark for me, but we will just paint all the way down and blend and make it work, which I've done so many times in the past anyway, so that is not a big deal. But number 3 mysteriously got legs and walked away, because I had all my Milani foundations lined up, because I keep 3 or 4 on hand, because I really do love this foundation, and it's inexpensive and it gives you full coverage, and it's amazing for filming in when I'm not testing out other foundations for you guys. So I do love this, but 3 is just missing. No idea. So anyway, I'm gonna still show you how this is, but I do recommend it. It is a really great foundation. Now, I will also put to the test today the Lorac, oh my goodness, Pro Blurring Translucent Pressed Powder. I picked this baby up when I picked up that whole Pirates of the Caribbean set. So I'm going to test her out. And then for anybody newly tuning in, I know this is so repetitive for my already existing loving fawns, I usually use a Morphe M439 to buff out my foundation, and then a dampen beauty blender for around my hairline, and if the foundation needs it, to pick up any excess. This foundation, I've never actually needed a beauty blender, but I do have one on hand. And then I use a Morphe E20 to blend out concealer, because we're going to do foundation, concealer, and setting it with the setting powder. And then I like to try to set it with just my Flower Beauty brush and pack in the setting powder that way. If it's not set well enough, I will go over it with a powder puff to really lock it in for contouring, bronzing, and all of that, which won't be in this video. And then for under the eyes, I like to use my Kat Von D 25 brush to set the powder under the eyes. Now, since I already know that this applies really well with my Morphe brush, I figured today is a good time to put to the test the crown brush that we received for anybody who signed up. Now that for BoxyCharm, remember in that video when I couldn't figure out how to clip it in. I'm gonna start with trying this brush out today because I haven't used it yet, and I know it says that it's for contour, but that is way too thick. I mean, I would never use this for contour. So I am interested to see if it's going to apply the foundation well, and what better time because I already know how this foundation performs. So I am going to start off with this, and all it says is Crown BoxyCharm, and I don't have the paper anymore, but it did say it was a contour brush. And if you go look at my BoxyCharm video, I'll try to remember to put a card here. I had the details of what the card said exactly for what the brush is, I think. I don't know if I just wrote crown brush, but anyway, it is listed as a contour brush, so we're gonna try that out. All I've done is prime my skin and color corrected under my eyes and above using my Urban Decay Naked Skin color corrector in Peach. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in now so we can get going on applying this foundation. All right, see, this has been used and abused. Maybe I am just totally blanking out and I actually ran out of number 3 and just never repurchased it. I don't know. But like I said, we will just paint and match everything, so it's okay. All right, let's see how this brush does. Okay, I'm going to test the other side with my Morphe brush because I think that this is actually shearing it out a little bit and it's definitely taking longer to blend. I actually think that the crown brush did just as well of a job as the Morphe brush. I thought it was shearing it out, but now that I'm looking at both sides, oh, I forgot to do my ear on the one side. I was so caught up thinking like, wow, it didn't actually shear it out. Hold on, there you go. So, I mean, this was the Morphe brush side and the crown brush side, and I don't notice a difference at all between the two sides. So this is what it looks like pre-concealer. So now we're gonna go in with some Tarte Shape Tape, and just like that I have a nice tan. And now that's what it looks like with concealer. And now for the very terrifying part of trying out a new powder. I hate doing this part. We are like so close to wrapping up this battle series though, like so close. We're down to the last couple, finally. I can't wait to like just share with you guys the like god-awful stay away. I mean, if you've been watching every video, you know which ones are the stay away and which ones have been winners. But let's just hope that this one doesn't break apart the foundation or grab at it or do anything that it's not supposed to do. And so it comes with a nice little mirror. That's what the powder looks like, and it comes with its own little powder puff. Let's hope we don't need the powder puff. And we're gonna get to packing this in. All right, it's still a little bit sticky, so we're gonna go in with the powder puff. Not impressed with this powder. It broke up right here and it broke up on my forehead, and it's looking very, very cakey. I don't know if you guys can fully tell like just how it's like sitting on top of the skin, but it is not nice at all. I mean, it's set and everything is silky smooth, but this is not a win at all. I mean, the compact is cute, but that's about it. See, it's like magnetized and it looks nice, but I don't like it at all. I thought I would give it a shot. I haven't been a Lorac fan, but I wanted to try it out anyway for you guys to let you know if it was good or not, and this one unfortunately was not good. Well, I hope that the Milani foundation, like in action, was at least helpful for you. And I know who you are, but I don't know if you want me to say who you are that requested it, so I won't. But I hope that at least that part was helpful for you if you were deciding on whether or not to buy it, or just was curious about what the finish looked like. And at least you got to see it before the Lorac powder kind of took away from it completely. So anyway, that does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Please share it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, good night, good morning, wherever you are. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.